Okay, I will not do this in form of a tutorial. I just show the how you go about to arrange new sprites and the work you need to go about. Yeah, and as it was discussed here, first you have to do the research. So I do it as you see here, so you know how much space you have. You know the frames more or less. Then you go look up in the, maybe in here there could be a little more space, some resources you don't gonna need that will be loaded. Mm. And then when you go look into the graphics itself, so you see the space a little bit more, but occurred to me this upper body is reused, so I have to reuse mine too. I really like to leave the splash animation, as I think it looks very nice and sharp. Also the decoy, I mean, you can say if you really need one more square, you could get rid of one decoy and use the same address twice. Maybe it would not even cut that, but I really like how smooth and how good the water splash actually looks. So I like to keep it like that and use the space I have. So I ended up doing here the swimming animation. As you see here, this I think he made this research very well to see how much space actually used in. Let's look at it again. In here, as you know, the jumping, you have six, and the other one are. Oh no, that's your arrangement. That doesn't really. But you had another one too, didn't you? Uh, oh well. Let's just go ahead. I think you know what I mean. Swimming, swimming. That is are these squares, 4 by 4. We didn't see before, but I'm sure you know them. And this is from the jumping. This is how the feet, swimming thing. Sort of walking. I'm sure you looked at it yourself. What I ended up doing is here you have the swimming frames. The one open mouth. I needed a little bit more space here. I arranged it a little bit different, but it makes it still work very well. If you wonder how the animation looks like for, I think I made a GIF. I had to redraw those a little. And I prepared a ROM, so with the right events, with the jumping and the one that's swimming in the water, so we can arrange them both very quick. So this shouldn't take too long. First, we're gonna insert the graphics, and we need to look at the palettes too. I didn't do them so far. I might do them here. This is in my temporary folder. First, we're gonna do the palette. Uh, is it here? Oh, this one. Don't need the whole thing, but oh well. copy to our work folder. This is in the temporary folder. Call it palette. Just load it as an image. They used orange original. You can kind of see it if you look at the old colors, or you can do just, there are many ways to look it up anyway. So now I need to replace this one. Or I'll try to keep it very similar, but maybe I think it's not the best palette. I'd really like to have maybe some green in it instead all of the brown. Orange is a bit different. Another thing I should mention, I made a, before I start, just put this in the backup so I can make a patch after from the backup file. And to load the palette, I only need to import from the image, and I have the fish image here somewhere, new fish. And then they will be here. And this always takes a long time, so not the smartest thing to make a tutorial about somehow. Then it goes into the brown. That will be a bit different here. We try to keep it a little bit similar. There will be a lot of browns too, but we just replace it with green, I guess. It makes sense to. It goes from kind of dark to the less dark. It's all mixed up. It is all mixed up, but we'll keep it similar. How it goes down. And do it in reverse back here. Actually, it's more like this. And we'll have this palette in here, and we'll color it, and then hopefully we don't do mistakes in the process. Try to keep a little bit of attention. The next line will be green, but I'm sure you can make it fit to a lot of. Oh, maybe I wanted to arrange those greens different as it made fit. Let's look at it. It goes from the opposite way. It might help later. Did I do something wrong? As I should have used 16 colors, shouldn't I? I know there are two missing. I didn't pay attention. That's what happened. Maybe I want to put the greens just somewhere else. But brown, they're very similar. This will make the matter a bit more complicated. I think those oranges are very nice. I don't have to. I think those browns I could get rid of easy. And this very... I will just put it here. I thought it in the first place. Well, we'll save that. Export the image, call it new palette. All enemies are now, it's just in the temporary folder. Just use it once. When we look at our open it twice. Why do I do that? I had it open before. Well, let's just close that one. It always forgets where I was. Temporary. Save that, and when we saved colors to make it actually show up in the palette, we need to reopen the thing. Now we navigate to the enemies. Put our new enemy in that we created. I might imagine if you don't use this tool, it might be very hard for you to do the arrangement right. So you don't see, you need to count pixels if you work with MS Paint. I mean, Paint doesn't have any kind of grid line. It does have grid lines. Okay, I'm quiet now. I didn't know. Can you arrange those? Maybe you could tell me. This is a property. Oh, maybe you might know better than me. I just thought it's not really, but it might actually work well with that tool too. Mm. The Fishman. Then we open it with the Fishman palette. What is the every enemy palette? It will look crooked in here now. Does the splash actually use? Or maybe not in game, it might have to use a different palette. Maybe palette 5 or 6 if it's in the level. But now we can go paste the... Did I not export? Oh well, I don't need that anymore. Did I not export this somewhere? New fish. Ah, it's in Bloody Crusade. I should move it in the appropriate folder sometimes. New Fishman. Open. We'll save the whole thing. Leave it open if you need to make quick changes. Now we can load the emulator, do the arrangements. As I said, I prepared the level, so you see them just showing up. This would be the first one, the second one. We wanna do the jumping frame first. Oh, this is the swimming one. Oh well, now we know. Do the swimming one first, as it shouldn't matter that much. Oh, this has green on it now. Green flames with this palette. Oh well. We'll need the memory editor. As we did the research already, we can just go. Actually, I could show this too. I do save state here. put this down. I mean, they're really not that much. Oh well, I didn't put the cursor in the beginning, maybe. There are some numbers up there that will end up in RAM, but after that there is just probably a few pointers that are needed. And we know that this could be 2 frames, maybe, not really. And this looks very much like something. Oh yeah, we already found it. And if you know the location more or less, we find it even quicker. And then we find out what frame it actually is. For this we have the document, so we don't need... We can save the new arrangement just behind the thing. Jumping and swimming. Oh, you're lucky. It's just the right one I like to arrange. On the top, we just use the top. We have it a long frame. I didn't make... I thought for the purpose of the video I will make... I know I showed you the... where was it? Here, but it's kind of wrong. I mean, I used this one like this, and use the other one where the foot goes behind. But so you can have him tall, not like in the original where they very thick and like a quarter. I actually like to have him back there. Try to remember how the original looked like. I think the front was more or less wasted. And I need to arrange this one. Because I like to have the heads there where this one is. I just like to have him out of the way. Also, still see. That's just my workflow, it's not the fastest. One, two, three, four. Actually, we can look at. This should be the lowest. And I may go wrong about it actually. Now when I think about it, they are aligned already very nice. It doesn't matter how I do it, as long as I just change the first letter. Now it's on top, but well. I just think if I should copy it and name the things first. But it may not help me that much. I just need to do a quick. This needs to go right, so I need to find that one. If I find that one, I will start over. Oh, this would be the one. This had to be a 2 here. No, that's the wrong thing. Um, this one. Yeah, we found the thing. We reload. This would be the position for that one. The other one needs to be lower. Yeah, this one. This one would be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. It needs to be lower. The lowest, I think, should be 20 then. There's something that goes in between. There is the body. I need to change the body too. I missed that one. Uh, but this is already not that bad, so I'll make a backup of the thing. As I need to place them in the ROM later. So I have the string. If I screw up now, I can kinda easy. I always forget which one was which. It's kinda hard to tell. Maybe I should have made another document. I like to move that one down. I can't find it. But there it is. And now, probably a very simple order, but I'm bad at those things. So I need to find out what's within, the format. I forgot which one changes. Big tile square, 2 by 2, A, B, C. So second last. Now A is, oh, it's true, A, B, C. C, A, B, C. I've made this too long then. Oh no, I made it. Let's see. I don't need to change that one. Hmm. Just 4 things. 4. Probably I'm just stupid. I had that one. You see, so I am. We have to debug or open. That's why I hate to do videos, by the way, because I'm always. Then I know I make a video, I'm getting nervous, and then my brain stops functioning. I can have this as a reference, so we know which one to pick. You know, now it's the first one. We had to replace it actually with the legs. That's just the next one from that. Then you need to change the next one accordingly too. We set the third. Now this will be try with A. Wrong way. 8, 6. No. Could just look up the next one. 26 and yeah, just in case I do the backup again. Probably make a new file till I have it. Is this true? I could have made it easier for me. This one should be 6. Should be 4 probably. 8. And this will be 0, 0, 2, 4, 6. No, this is 0, 6 actually, the first. But this is not the head, this is, I'm telling you. Let's see what this is. 0, 0 is the head. 2, 4, 6, 8. We need to get rid of one, I guess, since we don't have a black thing below. Just use the feeds, I guess. Unless we don't use that, we can make it so we find it better. Make the next part. We need to move it up anyway. Or the hitbox, we need to arrange the hitboxes too much. Maybe just order it, make it 0, 0, move it up. Like this. Then we go to the next one. Make it 2, move it up. Probably best to organize it, or you could get confused as I did before. Probably on the right place. This is probably. Move it up. 0. The next one is 8. Need to move it down. Oh, 6. Ah, finally. Now I gladly copy that on. And actually, if you had another frame, you could. Just for now. One frame done. That's about the workflow. And then when we do the next one, actually, you should always look at the head, that it's keep it original. So you have the same starting point thing. You know, you cannot just arrange it somewhere in the screen or it will zigzag around any place. But we'll look at this later when we get to it. It's out of range slightly. Somewhere is an enemy assembly thing here. There are only a few more frames to go, aren't there? Swimming 2. Probably we need to another save state. So we don't get less confused. We could just, now there are more blue. I shouldn't get confused that much. But you could reload the game, load the save state for you to only show this. And now when I look at it, it really feels like kind of a waste. I thought I needed 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yeah, that's just how it is. And we did the other frame actually already. And we just need to do little changes from it. The positioning should be right. He moved to the right. Did I do? We will see. Maybe we'll fix the hitboxes or we'll move it over later. One of both. I wanted to do the hitboxes anyway. For this enemy, you actually need to do it, so oh well, so be it. But we need to change a little stuff about it, as we like to have this the upper body. This is actually maybe the same. It's the head. Let me change this to 6 or an 8. It looks the same, right? Yeah, but when you want to do changes to it, maybe you could have made one more animation where he puts the arm up and down so it looks more like he would swim. You could do that. Maybe make a note so I don't forget later. Hmm. So we could have arm movement. 8A. The next one would be B or C. C looks better. Now we have that already. We're good. Now we can look at it. Yeah, he's spitting. Now it looks good. Till he spits. Till he spits. And spitting in water. Where do we have it? Wait. What do I mean with spit head? Line, decoy. Spit head. Yeah, that's just the spit self. This is the head of the spit. As this is the line, and then there's decoy. Spit while swimming. I actually wanted to look at this one to see if as you always check so your addresses are right. You see they are. Um, we look at our thing. I think we originally used the first frame plus this one. And you see the problem already. It's too high. Should be farther down. And we change the head with the thing. It will be here. I think it's like F or E. Oh, for the splitting we need actually one more. Or maybe not. I think we do. We need this, the last one. Or maybe it will be just right. I don't know. I guess not. Ah, this is this one. It will align bad in the end. The split would not look too bad. I will look bad anyway. Dang. Maybe I should have been the first frame I started with. Or I just move all the splash fonts up. We'll see what I do. I should see that one, shouldn't I? Ah, if it is not enabled, I will not see it. 0. We need to make it. This will always be problematic, won't it? Ah, I have actually this head for that situation. I did something wrong. Let's look at this again. This needs to be a much higher number, like on the third line. 4. I'll put this to the left. And if you have overlapping sprites, the order matters too. This is good as the other one. The open mouth is the other one. So it should look. Actually, no, it's not. This frame should be down, and this one should be up. Do a little backup of that one. Can I have this larger? Don't need that one anymore. Just the backup of that one. First should go down here. Then I can have this one up there. And it will go, the first sprite always has priority to the lower one. So now I just need to move it on the right place. I always pick the wrong one because I can never remember right. Row. Is it some pixel lower for some reason? Did I mess it up once? But actually it doesn't look bad like this. I'm just happy with it. Let's copy that one. Go to our sprite thing, look at the swimming, spit while swimming. Put our frame here so I can insert it later. Should I make notes? Open mouth overlaid wrong? Oh no, I don't. I think maybe it's not even. Um, yeah, now this enemy should be done, shouldn't it? Oh, it looks off actually. I think it's okay. Oh, this is off, isn't it? Oh no, it's alright. It looks like it's pixel art. Oh, I missed that one. I did override this. Oh shit. There is another splash I could just use. And I need to actually remake this splash. It's not too bad as I have drips here. I can just use this one and use another palette for it. This needs to be the second line. Two. This is in the middle somehow. One before. 6 then. And what else? Another palette. Ah, forget it. It's just. Oh, it would be nice to have different palettes. Where is the palette again? The last is orientation and palette. The second byte. The very last number. I need to change. 8, 6. Ah, 4, 2. Just stick to that one. What palette is it actually? The second one, I may regret it. I keep it with the enemy palette itself. I can always make it orange with the graphics later. Or maybe not, since actually it's used for the same as Water splats. Uh, Now I see. For now, we'll still keep it like that. Go to our splash, death splash, check 20 CB5. That's right. Sorry. Water splash will look the same though, but oh well. I want to have a nice frame. That will do. Will do now. Will reload since it's a mess. But I need to redo a lot of things. But they're actually easily redone. This is the same frame. Mm. Are both frames open? Oh no, not yet actually. Or more, there are. They are. There is a seventh one. Oh, well, I don't know which one is which, but do say state here. I don't need to reload it. Just check. Just check. Got the right one. The walking is actually similar. The arrangement will be similar, so can reuse that one again. For the body, we like to have the second line 2 and 4. So this will be the head first. This will be the body we can leave. This should be second. I'm in the wrong. Actually, it's wrong what I'm doing. The head should stay the same, but the next part should be already this one, shouldn't it? Okay, again. 4, 2, 0, 0, and the next one should be 2, 2. The next one 2, 4, and it should go behind. So it needs to go right. Mm, I think I'm happy with it already. As with the height, we will adjust with the hitboxes so it stands above. This one. And in worst case, you can always come back. Ooh, a second. Let's do a save state in case we need to reload it. In case we need to reload it. Paste it in here and see what needs to be different. That is all in the third line from the lower body. So the head we like to keep the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. This we like to change. Will be the third line. Number, let's see, 8, A. The other third line, no, I'm wrong. I'm on the wrong thing anyway. I screwed it up. I will back up the line since I did a mistake. The head keep the same. This we like to change. We count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be, I think. Four. Ah, this is good. The feet will be in a straight line. So it was 26. 48. 40. A. And the next frame we will not need here. This will be free. I overwrite the end. Oh shit. Can I go back here? That's very nice. I changed the wrong thing. This I like to have free. Um, do we want to look at this? The animation will be a little bit crooked. Huh? Yeah, the upper body, the head should move on the second frame. 40. It looks better, and then I need that one to be in front. This one. So did lie. I actually needs to be 4. And then we will copy this one and move it here. So on before the, I need to see it. I think I need to move it over like I did before. Wait. I could also move the sprites. If I change this to see how well, now this is perfect. It's what I wanted. It just took me forever. This was the walking frame. I should look better. Let's do the spitting frame. Let's do spitting. Like the first walking, where he has the foot behind. Maybe the other one would look better. Wait a second. Just reload it. Kinda missed what I did wrong there. Copied it too far down. I marked it, that's just a mistake. Yeah, and just put an open mouth in, but will be the first line again. Was this the last frame? Yeah, I think it was. Let's make it 1 or 0. Yeah, let's move it over. Hmm. Now I'm in the situation where I like the other one to overlap, and I like to have it a little higher though, for some reason. But we'll care about the flipping. Replace that one. The first one. We can still put it a little higher. Where is that? Like this. Copy that one will be spitting while standing. Oh, spit land. I think we have the most important things. Spits will be something else. Spit in water we don't touch. Yeah, well, we run. We'll put it in and then we go to the. Oh well, but we have done the other one. Uh, Put it in the ROM, make a backup of the ROM first, and then we look at hitboxes. I don't want to do this kind of backup. Just remember that it was the first one. I need that one for the patch. Take the document, go from bottom to top, copy the first address, Control G for go to the offset, we marked here for, and as I say, you don't know how long it's gonna be, just put it in, it's 11, goes to there, you see it on that numbers too, but sometimes you don't see it, how long it needs to be, and then it really helps to do that. The second frame, go to the offset, with just the next one. You can just paste it in since you know, but if you do it like this, you most likely won't end up destroying anything. Just, make double, triple sure, be careful. This one is a little bit longer, but copy is still here. And the swimming 2. You can also just check here 20C. You will do it probably faster and faster the more you work in the hex editor. Hmm. 11 again. I did updates. It does it different. Oh, could just be the whole thing. No, it will not. There is. Hmm. How big are you? 16. Oh well, I guess I did. Something is off. What exactly is off? Oh, the last 4 digits. It's from this 4 already. The splash, the cheap splash we have now. Oh, will be this one. I've seen that one. Oh, well, we made it. And you could copy the whole block if you would need to redo the process. Maybe just do it as a backup in our empty file. Then we can already look at how it looks like. I will load the cartridge again. Look at the animations. Stay bearable. Should it, when it hits in the water, not look that bad. The hitbox is like, for this one, it's not actually not even that bad. Almost okay. But we'll look at it anyway. Go to the memory tool and we load our this one label and save it in the current folder too. It just helps to show because the events will start here, and if I just show it like this where it is, it really helps to look it up. But I see these are old labels. These are old labels. They don't have the hitboxes in them. That's what I actually wanted to show. Hmm. Can I load different labels? I don't know. We'll find out now. I will find out. Here will be new ones. Ah, it will crash. Yeah, it did. Temporary. Open the debugger. Load the label. Navigate again to wherever you have those things. Then we save them in this folder. But now you see the labels have hitboxes. So you can just click on it and it will show up because you need to see the address. Actually, then we need to first find the event. Candles are from the back, and the other ones load from the front usually. You know, they have a 404 hitbox. I could show it in here actually. You know BizHawk? It doesn't have the GD thing. Mm -hmm. BizHawk comes by default with the Lua script for Castlevania. You just go to script, open script, go to the SNES folder, look for Castlevania. Oh, and that's actually two. Just take the bigger one. Sure, it's the better one. It's a little bit large for this purpose. I need to put in the password though. Oh, I have over. I will get there eventually. Even here, the hitbox. At 0, 0. Well, that's just how you will reach 0 in memory and put the thing there. Didn't I? I need to fix the other splash too. I just saw. Forgot. We'll do it later. And the sound may make it impossible so you can't hear me. Always so goddamn loud. There is not a real password to where I need to go. Ah, jeez. I also don't really remember. Need to look it up again. Where could I have put it? Probably with the other projects. Stage 3. Oh, it's the next top right. Did I mix it up? I guess I did. Do I even get there? Oh, do I need to play the whole thing? Shit. Make it hard because there's things done to it. And for this screen, I really like to have this platforms where you semi-solids, I hope I get them working. Oh shit, almost got me killed there. Oh, could I not have picked the normal ROM? Now this is gonna be impossible too. Oh, maybe I can make a shortcut. Maybe not. First test. I think it wasn't that bad. I made it more difficult than it should be. Sure, not the difficulty I desire for. What a trolly hack. Something I would put in my other castle, but not in here. Ah, come on. Uh, just want to show, is there no other way? I'm not even sure if I can walk up there after in this version. Maybe it's gonna be always a time. Do I need to go kill that one? Oh fuck, really? We also saw you could look up hitboxes there, but we know they are here. We just need to make them bigger. Hmm. Then we need to find the location of them. The way how we go about this is with breakpoints. You want to see when this is loading. So what you do is put this address here to break when it got the writes. If it gets written on, come on, okay. With the V for write, this is read, this is execute. You can put a 4, so it only triggers with 4, but we should leave it blank. Doesn't matter that much really. And then it already went off, you see. Then you need to step. Hmm. You're lucky that you see where it actually loads. It loads the next thing. Maybe that wouldn't be that easy to figure out. Was it like this? Does all the hitboxes are up here actually? Not sure. Not sure anymore. Try the other one first. There's 0. I think. Let's see what we find here. That was stupid. And here is it better. It's I don't know. We load the accumulator to Y. I don't try to explain that. Probably explain it wrong anyway. But here you see the hitboxes actually. Let's try 5. 5. See how it looks like. Run. But this one will not see much of a difference. But this one should walk above the screen now a little bit. Actually, this is another enemy. Or maybe they used the same hitbox. Is he higher as before? Can't tell. Good way to find out would be to overdo it. I think it's another one. This one will just appear and go down. You get hit. No, it's not that one. I have another idea. Same as before, since we have so many blue numbers. I may have done a mistake now. Need to get him to respawn. Kill everything here. All the annoying enemies. Not ready yet. We are. Why will you not respawn? Come on. Just respawn. Well, what we're gonna do here, we need to reset them. Make the save state too early. Since the hitboxes will only get reloaded once when the enemy appears and after, it will not, most cases will not change. That one we saw. Reload, the save state. Next enemy will be this one. 8-8, so if we change it to AA, we'll see if the hitboxes. This is. Hmm. I think I want to change the height. 8 can just be good. Now he will stand in the air if you do it like this, if you overdo it or not. Maybe it was not the value I thought it would be. Maybe I'm on the wrong one. Make it well be. Hmm. Let me see if I hit him. Yeah, it is the hitbox, probably. But the walking is done different. Usually the walking is used for. The hitbox is also chooses where he will walk. Um, should have done the premise properly. I feel like now. Because you cannot adjust it with the hitboxes. Like for skeletons we can do it, but not for this enemy it seems. I could just usually have two values, but it has three. Oh well, I think I caught the video here at least.